Hi, welcome to Sync, the bi-weekly news show where we give you a TLDR, no BS recap of what's been going on in the gaming industry for April 4th through the 7th, 2020. As always, the bar on the bottom of your screen will fill as each story progresses, so feel free to skip around. All the timestamps along with the sources are in the description, and my name is MikeyDood. Let's get started. Witchbrook, Chucklefish's new game. Chucklefish has announced that Witchbrook, a long-teased wizardry and witchcraft RPG, is coming in the near future, and it has been given an entirely new look. Here's the old look of the game just to get a comparison. No platforms or any sort of release window have been announced, but based on the developer's history, PC at least is almost definitely a main focus in development. Fallout 76 coming to Steam. Bethesda has announced Fallout 76 will be coming to Steam on April 14th alongside the much anticipated Wastelanders update. If you already own the game through the Bethesda.net launcher, you are entitled to a free copy of the game on Steam as well. All you have to do is link your accounts before April 12th. We'll put a link for that in the description. Bethesda also noted any items or Fallout First membership balance will not transfer over, but items from the Atomic Shop will. PS5 Hardware Deep-dive. More information about the PS5 came out in a talk with Digital Foundry. Mark Cerny, the point man on all PlayStation System news, talked through a lot of the less mentioned features and system specification. In this interview, he provided a deep dive into the ways the console had been engineered. This included a detailed discussion over the core system ideas like the Boost processor and the new Tempest engine. A clarification on backwards compatibility was given, showing off it can emulate both the PS4 and the PS4 Pro. These improvements are sure to give the Xbox Series X a run for its money. The console wars are shaping up once again, and competition means innovation. This console generation might be the most interesting yet. Sea of Thieves listed for Steam. Rare's pirate adventure Sea of Thieves is going to be making its debut on Steam shortly, according to eagle-eyed redditors who spotted the listing in the store. It has a date listed as coming soon, but with how complete the page looks and how little Microsoft has been hesitating as far as PC gaming lately, we figure this game will be released on Steam sooner rather than later. Keep tuning in to Sync for more on this release. Last of Us 2 delayed. In an unsurprising move this week, Sony announced a delay for the upcoming title, The Last of Us 2, to an undisclosed period in the near future. In a follow-up tweet from Naughty Dog, they said, "We're nearly done with development of The Last of Us Part 2. We are in the midst of fixing our final bugs." Along with concerns over the physical release, the game had originally been set for a May release, and now we must wait and see. The development team is still in crunch patching up a few bugs, and hopefully this gives enough time to iron them out. Footage leaked online of 2 short clips showing off the game and are not included here since Sony had been taking them down left and right. Darkest Dungeon new DLC. The Gothic dungeon crawler Darkest Dungeon is receiving a new DLC next month entitled The Butcher's Circus. This update brings a new co-op PvP arena where friends can team up to fight hordes of enemies together or take each other out. As the game's 5th DLC, it brings a handful of new content, and what it brings to the table will surely draw in both long-time and new-time fans. There is no release date yet on Steam, but it's listed as coming soon. We will keep you updated on the release. Gwent Journey. Gwent, the Witcher-based card game by CD Projekt Red, got a massive update this week entitled Journey. The Journey update brings changes to progression and unlocks taking on the Battle Pass model used in many other titles. This system features both a free and paid track and replaces the previous progression system. Players who purchase the paid tier will get access to Geralt as a neutral leader within the game. The Journey update for Gwent is live now and looks pretty slick. Signalis trailer. Signalis is a new indie title that caught our editing team's eye this week. The team at Rose Engine have put together a game with an isometric pixel art style that draws you right in. It seems to draw heavy inspiration from older PS1 era Resident Evil titles, putting a focus on puzzle solving, exploration, and avoiding combat when you can. The game follows Elster, a replicant not from Blade Runner fame, searching for her lost dreams in this Cold War era sci-fi take on cosmic horror. There's no release date yet, but we will keep you updated. Phantasy Star Online 2 PC version still confirmed for spring. After several iterations of closed and open beta on Xbox, the PC version of Phantasy Star Online 2 had little news surrounding it. With speculation that it would arrive later in the year, the developers of Phantasy Star confirmed that the PC version would still arrive this spring. In a tweet, quote, "We apologize for the inconvenience and not being able to share the dates yet, but the PC version is still coming this spring." The fact they know the date and haven't or can't say was a bit of a blow to fans who have been waiting 8 years for this release, though it seems they won't have to wait too much longer. Call of Duty wins court case over use of Humvees. Call of Duty publisher Activision and MLG Gaming won a court case this week against AM General, the makers of the Humvee military transport vehicle. This case, filed by the car manufacturer, claimed the use of the Humvee in the Call of Duty titles could lead to confusion with consumers. Activision responded with the claim that in order to portray realism, the use of the vehicle is an artistic interpretation. The judge ruled in favor of Activision and upheld the use of citing the First Amendment and pointing out that the one company makes video games and the other doesn't. Rogue Legacy 2. Rogue Legacy 2 is in development, according to a tweet by developer Cellar Door Games. The follow-up to the 2013 hit Rogue Legacy is sporting a snazzy new hand-drawn art style, taking over for the original pixel art. The developers tease some concept art and work-in-progress screenshots that look absolutely fantastic, showing off some new areas, a boss, and the opening menu. Plus, the soundtrack team is back. Cellar Door is set to refine the sequel into another hit, and this is just the initial announcement. We can't wait to see more of this title in the upcoming months. Skater XL console release. Skater XL might be the game to scratch the skating game itch people felt after the leak of a new Tony Hawk title. This game boasts realistic skating through a highly detailed map of Los Angeles, with cameos from some modern legends of the skating scene and a focus on realism. The title seems aimed right at skating fans. The game's open world lends itself for tons of opportunities to tear it up and really skate to your heart's content. Skater XL is coming to consoles this July and is already well loved on PC with a supportive mod community. No more Rocksmith DLC, new project in the works. The Rocksmith franchise, which is like Guitar Hero but more focused around actually teaching guitar, has seized a new DLC in order to focus efforts on a new title developers Ubisoft San Francisco have announced. Updates will in a form continue for the titles with dev streams and other such content, but fans have been primed to hold steady for an upcoming announcement. IGN plans E3 replacement. And with what we've heard about ESA, it's no surprise IGN is cooking up something to maintain the status quo. IGN is bringing us Summer of Games, a global digital event to bring you the latest news and impressions around gaming. They will be partnering with a variety of publishers, with a list including 2K, Square Enix, Sega, Bandai, Namco, Amazon, Google Stadia, Twitter, Devolver Digital, THQ Nordic, and more. A strange assortment, and the release otherwise is light on details, promising audience participation and a global reach. More details are expected in the coming weeks. Final Fantasy VII Remake digital copies will release as planned. Square Enix has confirmed it will not release digital copies of Final Fantasy VII Remake early, despite the abundance of early physical copies in the marketplace due to restrictions either anticipated or imposed on retailers throughout the world due to the COVID-19 crisis. The game is available for preload now, though in anticipation of a bandwidth surge around release. GameStop shuts down all stores in Massachusetts. The Boston Globe reports that GameStop has shuttered all of its stores in Massachusetts after keeping them open in violation of the state's new regulation for a few days. Last Tuesday, March 24th, a GameStop location in Dorchester was visited by Boston city officials and ordered to close. 2 days later, GameStop confirmed to Globe reports that all stores in the state had been closed. Employees had been made to operate with plastic bags taped around their hands in the case of no gloves being available, even made to accept orders for games not made online. GameStop is clearly looking to maximize its profits even in the face of a clear risk. Resident Evil 8 update. Dusk Golem, leaker from our last update on Resident Evil 2021, is back for more tidbits. This time, he revealed the game is titled Resident Evil 8 and was known for most of its development as Resident Evil Revelations 3. Another title in development was planned to be Resident Evil 8, but as work isn't far along enough on that title to capitalize on all the Resident Evil hype lately, it has been pushed aside for now. His final major comments reveal the game will be first person and will be revealed soon. Time will tell if these leaks pan out to be true. ESA's digital E3 has been nixed. According to the Virtual Economy podcast, the ESA, the foundation that runs E3, will not be holding a digital E3 event as planned. Apparently, a last-ditch effort was undertaken a few weeks ago to woo publishers by the ESA, but no one was interested apparently. A piece of the pitch has supposedly leaked, and with the usual bits like streamer integration and an industry host, the plan was to partner with ABC's Good Morning America for a takeover and media partnership. Interesting partnership to say the least. An official announcement is expected this week, but the ESA is expected to just lean on the events held by its partners. Alright everyone, that's Sync for the 4th of April through the 7th of 2020. If you haven't subscribed yet, but you'd like to, you know where that button is. Lastly, let us know what you've been playing down in the comments, and once again, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week here at Sync.